Hey guys, what's up? I'm elliejo. Ahaha. Okay, so today we are going to be trying out a bunch of viral TikTok recipes. Honestly, I was just on TikTok and I saw a mac and cheese recipe and I was like, I really want to try this, and I thought it would be a fun video idea. So we are going to be trying out 3 different recipes. I have a whipped chocolate milk one, obviously the mac and cheese one, and then I have a pizookie, which is like a personal cookie, I guess, but they just call it a pizookie. So I'm excited to get into this because I haven't eaten anything yet today and I'm hungry. Let's just get into it. The first thing we're making is the personal pizookie because that's what takes the longest, I assume. It says you have to bake it for like 15 to 18 minutes. So that way I'll be able to put it in the oven and then make everything else while that's baking, if that makes sense. I already started preheating the oven to 375 because that's what the recipe calls for. But I'm gonna play the video up here so that you can see exactly what I'm doing and see what the recipe is. Here's the video.
Sometimes I feel kind of bad for forcing my family to eat all the stuff I make, so today I made a personal pizookie. You're gonna need 2 tablespoons of melted butter, a tablespoon of light brown sugar, a tablespoon of granulated sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/4 cup of flour, 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda, pinch of salt. Mix everything together, add some chocolate chips, put it in your ramekin. Then you're gonna preheat the oven to 375 and bake that for about 15 to 18 minutes. I added some ice cream and it was so good.
Okay, so first we need 2 tablespoons of butter. Also, I'm really sorry that you can't really see what I'm doing. I tried to find a camera angle that you could see what I'm doing and see my face, but I couldn't really find one. Unless... Give me 1 second. Okay, I found an angle where you can see what I'm doing and you can see me. So, I have all the ingredients out just so that it'd be a lot easier and it wouldn't be so annoying to have to find things out while I'm making the video. So, I have 2 tablespoons in here and I'm going to put it in the microwave. Okay, my camera stopped recording because I ran out of space on my memory card. But I just cleared some things up and I melted the butter, and then I put in 1 tablespoon of brown sugar and 1 tablespoon of white granulated sugar. And now we have to mix it all together. This is what it looks like right now. It looks like really dark brown applesauce. Doesn't look the most appetizing, but it smells pretty good. Okay, now we need 8 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I don't really have an 8 teaspoons, so I'm just gonna have to do a half of the 4th. The whole 4th thing just filled up because my vanilla comes out really quickly, so I'm gonna dump it out in the sink. Very much did not mean to get that much. And I need a 4th cup of flour. And we need 8 teaspoons of baking soda. There we go. A pinch of salt. I can't get it out because of my rings. There we go. Probably should have taken my rings off, but it's fine. We mix it all together. It's getting stuck in the whisk. It's just like, you see this? Okay, I'm not using you anymore because you're not working. So I'm converting to this guy. This is what it looks like. Kind of like not dry, but it's very crumbly. I'm gonna have a little taste. Tastes pretty good. Now the last step is to add some chocolate chips. I just have milk chocolate ones. Usually we use semi-sweet, but I'm feeling fancy today. Is it just me, or like do other people not really like a lot of chocolate chips in their cookies either? I mean, I accidentally just added a lot, but in regular chocolate chip cookies, if there's too much chocolate, it's just not that good. I hope I'm not the only one. I mean, you gotta have some chocolate in there, but it just can't be full with chocolate chips, you know? Okay, now I have this little pan dish thing. I don't know. I really hope this can go in the oven because if not, we're gonna have a problem. But I'm just gonna put it in my little dish thing, whatever you call it. This is not a lot. Is this even gonna fill up? Am I missing something? I feel like this is barely gonna even go across the whole bottom. Should I double it? That's what we're gonna do. I'm going to make another batch just because this is literally nothing. Like, it's gonna get burnt so easily. So off camera, I'm just gonna make another batch really quick and then I'll get back to you when I have it all prepared. Okay, this one turned out a lot better than the last one. It's a lot more doughy rather than like dry. I'm actually gonna take this out and just mix it together so it's not like too 2 different layers. Gosh dang it. Oops. Let me go sweep that up. So sad. Okay, now let's mix this all together. Now I'm gonna put it in the little pan thing. Hopefully I don't spill it everywhere this time. I'm gonna add in just a few more chocolate chips. Well, that's not more than just a few. And we're gonna pack it in. Okay, here is the finished product. Well, not finished technically, but here is the batter. It says cook it to 15 to 18 minutes, so I'm gonna start at 16, and then if it looks like it needs more after, then I can always just put it in a few more minutes. So let's pop it in the oven, put a timer on for 16 minutes. And now we'll start on the other things. I think I'm gonna do the chocolate milk first before the mac and cheese, just because when I eat the mac and cheese, I want it to be warm and delicious. So today I'm going to be trying out whipped chocolate milk. If you don't know, there's been a few viral recipes of like whipped coffee. Everyone did that for a while, but my family doesn't drink coffee. So I thought, why not try it whipped chocolate milk? Because I love chocolate milk. Here is the video that I found on it. There's probably a bunch of different videos, but here is the one that I watched.
Here is how to make whipped chocolate milk. First, you need 1 tablespoon of Nesquik chocolate, 4 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, and whisk until it's fluffy. She served it with iced almond milk and topped it with some chocolate chips. And that's how you make whipped chocolate milk.
Okay, so I honestly am not sure if I'm gonna have enough whipping cream to do this, but if I don't have enough, I'll just use all of it. But I might have enough, I'm honestly not very sure. So you need 1 tablespoon of Nestle chocolate milk powder. I'm gonna go a little bit over because I like mine chocolatey. And then you need 4 tablespoons of whipping cream. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now honestly, I'm way too lazy to whisk it by hand, so I'm gonna use an electric mixer with just kind of whisk attachments, I guess. They're not really whisks though. It'll be a lot easier and spare me a lot of time. So here is my mixer. Okay, so here's what it looks like. I don't know if this is what it's supposed to be like, but that tastes pretty good. It almost kind of reminds me of like a really thin, way less rich mousse. Okay, you put ice in the milk, so I'm gonna do that. I've never really had ice in my milk before, but you know, we'll see. I don't really know how much milk I need. Probably should have used a shorter glass, huh? Yeah, let's do that. Let me see if I have a better glass to use. Here's a good one. Here is my milk. Now I'm just gonna scoop the, what do you even call this? Whipped chocolate milk. But it's not even, it's just whipped chocolate cream. Honestly, this is just chocolate with cream. Why did I not think of that? So it might not look as pretty as hers, but that's fine. As long as it tastes good, am I right? Okay, my camera just shut off yet again, but I put the whipped chocolate cream in, and it doesn't look the prettiest. You can't really see, because I think I made the heavy cream just a little too thick, but it actually tastes so good. If you just get a little bit of the cream in your mouth and then some of the milk and mix it together in your mouth, and it tastes so good. Yeah, that's super good. I would rate that maybe like an 8 out of 10. I mean, it tastes super good, but it's also just really annoying to have to make it. Like, honestly, it's not that much better than regular chocolate milk. I'd much rather just get some milk and some Nesquik and mix them together than have to whip everything together. So that gets like an 8 out of 10 for me. All right, now the final thing we're making is like microwave mac and cheese, kind of just like homemade mac and cheese. This looks super good, and this is what intrigued me to make this video. So here is the recipe.
You need a half cup of pasta, a half cup of water, a pinch of salt, put it in the microwave for 3 to 4 minutes, and it should not boil over if you do it properly. A splash of milk, 1/4 cup cheese, or add more if you want. Mix and microwave for another 3 to 4 seconds.
Okay, so you need a half cup of pasta. I'm just using little elbows that they used in the video. You need a half cup of water, a pinch of salt, but I'm not gonna pinch this time. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Microwave 3 to 4 minutes. So I'm gonna put it in for like a minute and a half at first, and then another minute and a half after that. Oh, would you look at that? Okay, I think it looks pretty done, so I'm gonna take it out. I mean, the middle might be a little undercooked, but that's fine. Actually, I like my cookies, I need to turn that off, but I like my cookies a little bit crunchier. Actually, no, I'm just gonna keep it out. Here, let me show you what it looks like. Here is what it looks like. Definitely doesn't look exactly like regular cookie. Oh, it's like sliding around. That's funny. But the edges are brown. It looks and smells pretty good, so I hope it's good. I do want to try this with some ice cream on it like she did in the video, because that looked hecka good. So let's see if I even have ice cream. Oh, First, we're gonna do this already. Oh, it just boiled over. It definitely boiled over just a little bit. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit more water for the next round so it doesn't get super dry. Also, do you like my mug? Ow! Fudge. Freaking touched my pinky to the mug and it hurt really bad. But it says hot stuff. Now I'm gonna add it or put it back in for another minute and a half. Actually, we're just gonna put it in for like a minute and 15 seconds. Not that that's gonna do much, but who really knows? I just don't wanna like burn it. I know it's like kind of hard to burn pasta, but I don't want all like the water to boil out and then just feel weird. So, okay, I have some ice cream and we're gonna scoop some in the middle. Do y'all like vanilla bean ice cream better or just regular vanilla? Because I think I like vanilla bean. Not that there's that much of a difference, but sometimes there is, you know? Perfect. Okay, the macaroni just beeped again, so we're gonna check on it. And of course it boiled over yet another time. It's too hot. Okay, you need a splash of milk. That was way too much. It says like 1/4 cup cheese, but I'm just gonna honestly put as much as I want in. That's probably good. Mix. Ooh. And it says to put it back in the microwave, but honestly the cheese is like already all melted. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Plus I don't want it to be too hot. The milk probably kind of like cooled it down a little bit. Okay, this looks so good. I'm so excited to eat this. Also, it's like a really good proportion. Like I feel like it's not too much. It's definitely like a self-serving proportion, which is really nice. Because I always want mac and cheese, but I can't eat the whole box, so that kind of sucks. Here's what it looks like. It almost has like a pink tint, kind of. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It doesn't look super cheesy, but trust me, it's very cheesy, and it looks super good. Okay, now we're gonna try the mac and cheese, the skookie. Oh, sorry, I call them skookie. In my family, we call them skookies, but she calls them pizookie or something. I don't even remember what she called it. And I still have some of my chocolate milk left. So we have a whole kind of meal. Dessert, more dessert, and lunch. Good thing it's lunchtime. The ice cream is definitely melted just a wee bit, but the thought is there. Okay, I want to try the ice cream and cookie first. Wow, that is actually really good. I was not expecting it to be that good. The ice cream definitely makes it a lot better. It tastes like a regular cookie, but it doesn't. Like, it doesn't just taste like your average chocolate chip cookie, but it still tastes like a cookie. Does that even make any sense? I would say it's a little bit crumbly. Well, I don't know, the outsides are a tiny bit crumbly. The middle is still pretty, not doughy, but just like soft cookie. So I would rate this a 9 out of 10 because it honestly wasn't that hard. It tastes really good with some ice cream, probably on its own too. Here, let me try some without the ice cream. I would say you definitely need some ice cream to make it good. I mean, it's still good without the ice cream, but it just tastes kind of off. So the ice cream makes it whole. It's pretty good. I would definitely make that again. It wasn't hard to make. One thing is that it doesn't take that long to bake, but for impatient people, 16 minutes might be kind of long for you. Now let's test and rate our final food recipe. I don't even know. The mac and cheese. Here's what the bite looks like. It's pretty good too. I would say definitely cook the noodles more than 3 minutes if you're gonna make this. The noodles aren't hard, but they're not like soft. You know what I mean? It tastes like a mac and cheese that I would get at like a restaurant. It tastes like the mac and cheese that I get at, what is it called? Noodles and Company. Just some pretty average mac and cheese, but it is a really good homemade mac and cheese. I guess it also kind of depends on what cheese you use. I use like the Colby Jack one. It's like a mix of, I don't even know what it is. I don't pay attention to what cheese I use, but I'm sure cheddar would give you a completely different taste. Mozzarella would give you a completely different taste. So it really just depends on if you put the cheese in that you like. I would definitely make this one again because it takes like no time at all. It's super easy. There's not like a lot of complicated ingredients. Most likely you're gonna have some sort of pasta in your pantry, and most likely you're always gonna have some cheese, some salt, and some milk. The chocolate milk is a little bit more unpractical because, I don't know, we don't always have whipping cream. I guess some families might always have whipping cream, but it's not really like something that we get at a store a lot. The skookie or pizookie, whatever, that's pretty predictable too. I mean, there's not really anything out of the blue that you wouldn't put in regular cookies that you put in this. So I would rate this mac and cheese an 8.5 just because, I mean, it's pretty average. There's nothing like super special about it, but it is really good and it's really easy to make. So I would definitely eat that again. Okay, and that concludes my video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up because it really helps out my channel. Make sure you subscribe to see more videos from me. Go check out my Instagram. It is elliejo-olsen. I love you all and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.